You know, I understand that Paramount is in a bit of a situation when it comes to their film, their film studio. They kind of be screwed. They kind of be in a lot of trouble. They are in desperate need for a franchise to work. They're in desperate need for movies to do well. And in many cases, outside of the Mission Impossible series, not so much. Even Bumblebee, which came out in December up against Aquaman and Mary Poppins and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, didn't do as well as it could have done. But Paramount did come out and say that Bumblebee ultimately was a success, that it was profitable for the studio. And they're doubling down on that by now coming out and saying that, well, Hasbro has officially confirmed that Bumblebee is a Transformers reboot. This is something that they were pretty much adamant against for quite some time. They came out and they're like, well, yeah, it's not a reboot, so to speak. It's a prequel. It's a prequel. We want to make sure that we don't want to tell you that it's a reboot. So then people don't go see it because they feel some kind of love for the original Michael Bay. I don't even know what you call it, quintology, right? But the point is that, yeah, Bumblebee was something that ultimately got a lot of praise. It did. The critics loved it. The fans who saw it loved it. And it did turn a profit for Paramount. But even looking at the worldwide adjusted numbers for the original Transformers 5 films, it's low. It's low. I mean, look at it. It's the lowest grossing one that's come out of the 5 before it. Or out of the 6 that have happened in the past 10, 12 years. What we have here is Transformers: The Dark of the Moon, which came out in 2009, did 1.1 billion. Age of Extinction did 1.104 billion. Revenge of the Fallen, the third film, 836 million. Transformers did 709, and The Last Night did 605. Bumblebee only grossed 458 million worldwide. Yeah. You want to call that a reboot? I mean, that's not a reboot. That's the lowest grossing film in the franchise. That's the lowest grossing film in your entire series. So why are you banking on it? It's all because of positive response from people. They're hoping that it's going to do very well in home video, and I think it will. I think ultimately it will. And I've said this before, releasing Bumblebee, when they released Bumblebee, was one of the stupidest things they could have done. It was so ridiculously, mind-bogglingly stupid to do. You do not release a movie like that up against Aquaman and Mary Poppins and Spider-Man. It was an overloaded winter break, and ultimately the only one that came out on top was Aquaman. Mary Poppins might have turned a profit. Spider-Man might have turned a profit, but they could have done more if they were spread the hell out. They were spread out. It would have done a lot better. Cramming it in there at that point in time only hurt it. And Bumblebee hurt it the worst out of the bunch. Bumblebee should have been an October or early November release, like before Crimes of Grindelwald, after Venom, as like a palate cleanser. It would have done well. I think if you would have released it prior to Halloween, I think a lot of kids would have bought Bumblebee costumes and you would have sold a lot more stuff that way. But of course they wanted to reboot it. They now want to reboot it because they realized that this was a positive approach to it. And where Michael Bay took things was not really done in a way that ultimately was serving the franchise. But that's because after the Dark of the Moon, the third film, I got those two mixed up, by the way. After the Dark of the Moon, Michael Bay just stopped caring. Age of Extinction was just a boring movie with a terrible script. Transformium was the type of material, the element that makes Transformers. And when asked about this, the writer was like, it's Hollywood logic. Seriously, he seriously said it's Hollywood logic, that it doesn't matter, that it's stupid as hell. It just doesn't matter. That's what he said. That was the mentality he put out there. And then The Last Night came out and just was like, They should have named that The Age of Extinction, because that's what killed off the Transformers franchise. So there's that. There's that right now. You've got this situation where Paramount is in desperate need for a win. So they're going to count this ultimate loss compared to the 5 previous films as a win in order to probably get people to be excited about it. Because now if they hear that Bumblebee is really a reboot of Transformers, then they might be more inclined to pick up the home video, and then through word of mouth, it might do well. And that could lead into a sequel, which is obviously something they're working on. It's obviously Transformers is going to be the sequel title. That's what they're going to call it. and it's going to be Bumblebee on Earth waiting for Optimus Prime to get there, and it's going to be a whole new story. That's what they're going to do. Because this is Paramount, and they literally have nothing better to do with their time. In my opinion. In my opinion. But I leave it to you. Now, I haven't seen Bumblebee yet. I just have not been able to make it to the theater as much as I want to. But it comes out pretty soon. I'm going to get my hands on it when it comes out and watch it. And then I'll review it on $3 Reviews. Link below in the video description. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. Oh, yeah, if you made it this far, type in Transformers in the chat. Toss it a thumbs up. Have a great day. And peace out. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. While you're here, feel free to check out that subscribe button. You know, help the channel out. Or you can watch any of the newest videos and make sure that you're caught up to date with what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment. So that way, when you're at work tomorrow, you can wow your friends with the information you learned from watching these videos. That's right. I said it. Subscribe.